Hi friends, and welcome to my 2025 Christmas home tour. You know, I was thinking the other day, this home has lived through 228 Christmases. That's just amazing when I think of it, and we are going to be celebrating its 229th Christmas here shortly. And I wonder how the different people that have lived here, its caretakers really, have decorated it and celebrated. I would love to be able to go back in time and see that. So today I am going to be sharing with you how we have decorated our home this year for Christmas, and I'm going to take you inside, and today I'm going to be showing you two of the rooms that I've decorated. Next week then we will be doing part 2. Okay, let's go inside. Many of you may remember we actually renovated this foyer here, I think maybe a couple of years ago now, maybe 2 years in the spring. We're still loving everything that we did to it. But back to the Christmas decor. Here I chose to put our Christmas books. Now, our tradition when the girls were growing up is each year I would buy a new Christmas book, just one for the family. And this is part, if not all, of that collection. So I chose to display this here. I don't know, I think the girls may enjoy kind of reminiscing and going through these books again. And then over here I have a little Christmas tree. It does light up at night and it just makes it so cozy. And then up here I have Santa reading. You may remember that picture from last year. So I thought it rather fitting to put him here reading a story, as I have all of the children's Christmas books here too. Okay, let's head into the dining room. I did light a few of the candles for you just to give you a little bit of the effect. But I'm also going to show you what it looks like at night. It's just so much prettier. As you can imagine, it's just so cozy when you have the candlelight in the evenings. Now these pictures here may look familiar to you. I do sell these in my shop. I just love them. And to me, as I stated before, they're winter scenes. So they will stay up through the winter. And I will say that is what I tend to do. I tend to decorate with more of a winter theme, sprinkling Christmas here and there, so that in January I will leave up the majority of a lot of this because I do like the coziness. I don't know why candles do this on film. I need to put some little stickums on here. He doesn't want to stand up straight. They're not doing that in real life, so I don't know. So here again, I stuck mainly with a white winter theme. These are just two little candles that I made. I may pull down if I want to use those in the future. One of my little candle Christmas trees in here with a little fox. And I love my little Johnson Brothers Friendly Village plates. I just have a few of them, so I've tossed them in here also. Here's another picture that may look familiar. I sold those in my shop and I'm pretty sure they're sold out. They've been very, very popular. So that's it for my hutch. And again, a lot of that, other than the Santas, will probably stay up through the year. Crooked candles need to be fixed, but you know what? That's real life, friends. That's how it goes. I have just a little battery operated candle down here. You will see I do mix in real candles with battery operated, with lights. I love the timers. I'm sure many of you have the same thing. It's wonderful. You put them on once and you are pretty much done for the season unless you need to replace batteries. Now, in my world, this is what's going on with this. In my world, these houses create the village, okay? My friends here are up on top of a mountain around around a little campfire singing their carols. Now, that's how I quote unquote designed it. These are obviously paperwhites, not yet in bloom, but I don't know. I thought to make it a little whimsical. I'm going to add that story. As you can see, we do have white out there. It's a rather frosty day today. If you hear pounding in the background, that is Mark working out on the porch. So that's it for my buffet. I will insert some footage of what it looks like at night. It's so much prettier. I haven't changed this out at all. This is always here. And let's turn around slowly. I did light just a few candles for you. I'm going to show you what this looks like lit up at night. It's just so cozy. And all I did was I just took different candles, some that I made, some that I bought, and I put them in just different glass containers that I already had. And it's just, I don't know, that sparkle that the glass adds is amazing. So this is my little vignette, if you will, on my dining room table. Up here, I have these little like antique crystal snowflakes. They're all a little different. I have had them for years, and I actually brought them with me from Michigan. And I've always just kind of tied them around a chandelier or a light fixture, and they just kind of glisten a little in the light. Those will stay up through the winter months. And then over here on my cabinet, I have just, once again, just kind of created a little bit of a vignette. This snowman I received as a gift years ago, and he comes out every year. I love him. You can see the sparkle there. The trees I've had forever. The houses are new. Again, you may recognize those. I do sell those in my shop. I have a few left, not many. They have been very popular, but I love them. This one, as an example, look at the star on the side. You have windows all around. This is something you would keep out all season long. I will keep those out all winter. I apologize for the flickering. I do not know why it does that. But I have two here. There is a third one that I have in my living room, and I will share that with you. And this is my larger bottle brush tree. And then over here, again, I lit some of the candles. This is the fireplace and the mantel. We did not light up this garland this year. I just put a green velvet bow on, and up here, this is a winter scene that will stay up all winter long. And this little guy will light up. I did light this beeswax candle for you. These are on timers. And for those of you that have watched for a while, you may recognize this from last year. I made those with old cookie molds. And, oh, Sadie's in here. She needs to be heard also. I got I purchased a bag of pre-made bows at Goodwill just this week. There were actually, it was 2 different bags, and I do not make very good bows, so I was delighted. It was in the beautiful plaids that I love, with like a burlap edging. This is a wool material. I was so excited. I purchased those. I believe it was $3 for the bag. I have used them so many places. It just adds a little festive touch. And then down here, again, on timers, this is just, I just added some lit branches to some greenery. All of it is faux. And that's it for the dining room, friends. So let me insert now pictures of what it looks like at night. Okay, now moving into the living room. I did light some of the candles and put the lamps on. It's a gloomy day today, and we're kind of at dusk time. So Some of these lights, like I said, are on timers and they will come on automatically. Okay, so regarding our tree this year, I had told you, excuse the squeaky floors, part of the charm, my friends. I had told you that we like to cut our tree down every year. This year, we were not able to, and I'm going to explain that in just a little bit, but we did a pre-cut. Mark found a lot that was selling trees, and the young couple actually live in Vermont. They bring their pre-cut trees to a lot that happens to be right next door to an old pharmacy that this man's father and grandfather both owned and ran through the years. If that doesn't sound like a Hallmark movie, I don't know what does. They were so nice, but when we got out of the truck, oh my goodness, the smell was amazing. The tree that we got was cut 2 days prior, and our house still is filled with a beautiful scent. If many of you, I'm sure, are familiar with the candle by Times called Fraser Fir, that is what our house smells like naturally. It's just amazing. And we have been so pleased with this tree. And here it was a pre-cut. And yes, we would definitely go back to the lot. We've been very, very pleased with it so far. So here's just a few of the ornaments. I did do icicles this year, and that was for nostalgia reasons. It took me back to my childhood, and I love the little glitter that it happens to add, especially at night when it is more dark. It's just so pretty. I also wanted to mention on my TV right now, I have what is called picture frame TV. Are any of you familiar with that? I had just recently heard about it and I love it. This one does have music going in the background. I had to turn the volume down so I don't get my hands slapped from YouTube. But there's so many different pictures, and yes, the frame it looks great. I love it. So something to look into. There's so many to choose from, and again, some of them do have added music. Down here is just another little vignette that I put together with my lamp and some books. And then over here, I haven't shown you these yet. Mark and I found these lamps at a consignment store about 2 weeks ago. They're like I'm going to say it almost has a velvet feel all around. But I loved the little scene on there. It's on the front and the back, and the sides are just green. They're a very heavy lamp. And we got 2 of them, but it has the stone wall. It was just perfect, and I love them. And down here, here's the other house I was telling you about. So again, sold in my shop, and I believe I have a couple left if it's something you're interested in. And just a few things, a few fun pillows I've added to the couch. And you cannot see, but it's a blue, it's actually a tartan ribbon with some stars that have pearls on them and some greenery in the back. Now, friends, I'm sure many of you are like me. You love getting inspiration from different people. I am not showing you how to do anything. It's just giving you ideas, possibly being able to use things you already have to create a similar look. Here is my little sleeping Santa candle. I don't know if you can see his face. He's so cute, just sleeping there. So I just have some candles going. He is on a timer. It is another house. Do you think I like houses? You see them all throughout my decor. This one is fun, and it's filled up with snowflake lights. You will see that. I will show you a picture of that. Because it's on a timer, it should go on in roughly half an hour, I guess. And then over here is the fireplace mantle. I just have I bought this, I found this at Home Goods a couple of months ago. Again, I loved the plaid, and it's the candle warmer lamp. So another way to have a candle going, getting the scent, and not worrying about the flame. Santa is sleeping here. He has gotten tired looking at his list, but he's sitting amongst a bunch of little books. And then a picture here. It's funny, the reflection of my own tree is in the picture. I don't know, it's hard to show it because of the reflections. It's just a nice calming picture that kind of takes you away, gets you a little escape. This guy here, another one of the pictures that I sold in my store with one of my candles in there. More of those bows that I purchased at Goodwill this week. And then here I just put in 3 of the candles that I made. I probably won't light those. I don't know. It was just fun to create a little bit of a vignette under my picture. Again, with the theme of Santa and Christmas trees on the mantle. So here is a look from the back. Well, my lights just came on. I don't know if you can see them in there, but it's a cute little house. So that's pretty much it for my decor in the living room. Again, just a few Christmas magazines that I have out. You will find books and magazines scattered throughout, encouraging my guests or myself, to be quite honest, to just sit and relax and enjoy and actually look through magazines that I subscribe to, read a book. Isn't that what the season is all about? Not rush, rush, rush. Again, I will be sharing more with you next week, but I have a little experience, I guess, to share with you. So let's step out on our new porch. And I recorded a little chat with you earlier in the week to explain exactly that. So let's go on to that video. Well, friends, I decided to step outside here onto the little porch because many of you had asked me about the little fireplace that I had in my last video. And unfortunately, I cannot link that for you. From what I can tell, they no longer sell that particular model. But we wanted a larger one for out here anyway. So this is what we have. And I love it. It's throwing out a nice heat. It is chilly this evening, which is why I have my little blanket on. And I'm a mess. I've been working, decorating all day long. But I just wanted to show you what we do have. And like I said, it's throwing out a nice heat. It has a timer. It has temperatures on it. You can use it where it's just showing the fireplace. It's a nice little unit, and I'm hoping it's going to help in heating up the porch. Obviously, this is a 3-season porch. We're not meant to be out here in the middle of the winter. So I will link this little fireplace heater below the video. But like I said, there are many to choose from. This happens to be the brand Duraflame. The other thing I wanted to share with you, especially if you live in New Hampshire or northern Massachusetts, if you recall a couple of videos ago, I told you that Mark and I always like to cut our Christmas tree. So I picked this farm that I saw online. We had never been there. It was called Charming Fair Farm. and I will link it below the video. Unfortunately, we could not cut our own tree simply because they did have a few pre-cut trees, not exactly what we were looking for. But the main thing that they do is it's more of, I would almost say, an experience. It was so charming. Excuse the pun, but it was so charming. They have been in business for over 40 years, and they do things throughout the year, not just Christmas. At Christmas time, they open at 4 because they begin when it starts to get dark, and they take you back to cut your own Christmas tree, whether it's if there's snow on the ground, they will take you on a horse-drawn sleigh ride. Otherwise, it will be a horse-drawn wagon ride. And it was my understanding after I spoke with them that they take you back into the woods. You can cut your own tree, and then they take you to Santa's village, and Santa is there. And I believe there were like some little lit up houses. I don't know because I didn't go, but I am very, very intrigued. I do want to go back. There were many families coming, parents with their children and grandparents. It looked like so much fun. And you do buy tickets. I didn't ask how much the tickets were, and it may depend on the event that you go to. Now, they said that during the winter months, starting in January, they actually do just sleigh rides. And I'm very interested in that. And then during sugaring season or maple season, they again take you back on a wagon or sleigh ride, and they show you that process. They also have a lot of animals. They have everything from chickens and cows. She did also mention that they have some wild animals there, animals that you would find here in New Hampshire. She mentioned like a bear, deer, maybe coyote, I think she said. And I'm assuming these are rescue animals. But so you can see those too. It's quite the place. I did take some pictures for you, and so I'm going to show you what little I did get to see, because like I said, we did not go on the wagon ride. But if you live in the area, I would highly recommend checking it out and just checking out the different events that they have through the year. I know I am going to. I also think it would be fun to take our children and grandchildren maybe next Christmas to do that. So let me share that with you. And if any of you have been there, please comment below. I would love to know more about it. I plan on going online. I would love to do the little sleigh ride in January if there's snow on the ground, which there probably will be. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to Charming Fair Farm.